We're back, and today I want to kind of start what I had planned on doing, or the idea that I got about doing these daily things. I thought it would be a good idea to talk about the things that I post, because I post things that are interesting to me and things that I think are funny. So I thought it was like a good segue to do these daily things, but also like have a reason to do them and to have something to talk about. First thing is, there's this you should have all seen it by now, but Tenoch Huerta is Namor in Black Panther, and he's fucking amazing in it. Watch that. If you haven't seen it already, go watch it. I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for to go watch that movie. It's fucking great. Boys and I go to every single Marvel premiere night because we like to be there with the nerds, the fans, the real fans. You know what I mean? And not the fair-weathered fans. So, anyways, Tenoch has been doing a lot of press, of course, a lot of media, and he's just so fucking thoughtful and articulate and an amazing representative. No one, of course, will ever compare to Chadwick. He's just such a special person, right? I never met him, but his energy, his power, his presence was so powerful, and a huge affinity for him as a person, not just as an artist. But Tenoch is doing a fantastic job of representing us. Representation does matter, as much as I hate to sound cliche, but it feels special to see our people, our complexions, our melanin represented, our culture. Mayan, we're Mayan. I'm sure some European great-grandpappy fucking took his liberties with one of my Mayan ancestors. So that's how I got to be this beautiful café con leche. Anyways, so Tenoch has been doing a lot of press, and I just love what he says, and it's just so inspirational.
Latin American people is important because now we have a superhero, and it was based on Mesoamerican culture, especially in Mayan culture. And in Latin America we have a big problem with representation, but we have a big problem with our roots. And now I think this movie contribute for all of us to embrace our roots, to embrace our indigenous and African heritage, and feel proud of it. Look at the people to the eyes and say, this is who I am, and this is okay, and never had nothing wrong with us. It's time, and I think, and I hope this movie works and contribute with that feeling.
There's this artist, the Awkward Yeti, who makes these great cartoons of heart and brain, but like other organs too. But these are the main protagonists of his series, and they're just so cute. And this one's just me every fucking weekend. That's fucking every weekend. Just Two Birds in One Cave is a podcast I really enjoy, and Bert and Tom, by the way, fucking Tom. I might end up making something like this if I have the patience to it or for it, but Tom Segura hates his staff. Like, I am convinced he fucking thinks they're a bunch of inadequate idiots, and he just shoots daggers at them anytime they're doing something he's not happy with. He's just like so fucking mean to them, and you can't convince me that he doesn't want to fire all of them every episode. Anyways, he can barely stand Bert sometimes, it looks like, but they have a beautiful friendship, and they crack me up. So in this one, Bert is basically describing me as a parent at any parental outing.
A lot, and it's on me. I hope to learn better, but if you're cool with it, The dance isn't going to go forward like this. We're just going to just let them pair with whoever they want to pair with, because apparently some parent got upset. We're going to let them pair. It's going to be like girl, girl, boy, boy, whatever. It's just going to be him, them, or whatever. They're all going to pair up, and they're not going to do a dance. They're just going to dance to music. Is that okay? And now I'm watching parents grandstand, like going like, actually, we don't even call our daughter a daughter, whatever. You know, they're like spouting their politics. And so they get to me and Leanne, and they're like, "Are you guys cool with that?" And I was like, "I'll answer that." And Leanne's like, "Please don't." And I said to a group of very liberal parents, I go, "I actually don't care if my daughter dances with a boy or a girl, just as long as it's white." And the fucking, I mean, you could watch. They were just like, "What did he say?" My wife's like, "He's a comedian. He's a comedian." And I was like, "I'm just kidding.
I love to cook. I fucking love to cook. So, I finally nailed this kind of. I've been experimenting on breakfast sandwiches. I did it. I don't remember when I did it, when I started, but I started with like cutting a hole out of a piece of bread, putting it on the pan, and then cooking the egg in the hole. It was fine. It wasn't the best. I tried paninis, tried different styles of cooking in the paninis, tried croissant, with different styles of eggs in the croissant, and those are okay. But finally, I fucking nailed the sandwich that I've been looking for, which was a brioche, grilled cheese with fried egg, but with the yolk uncooked or very, very runny. Um, so egg whites are perfectly cooked, but the yolk is runny. Grilled cheese Havarti, so super creamy, melty cheese. Um, Open faced, toast the bread, melt the cheese, egg, second half, flip it. It was delicious. So when the cheese and the yolk melt together, that's where the fucking magic happens. One of these. Um, yeah, don't fucking come at me with cold water, man. Like last time I was in Guatemala, there's no hot water. Nope. Probably the biggest reason I haven't gone back. Miss me with the fucking cold water. Don't fucking call me. Like for any reason. Like even for work. Don't fucking call. Like shoot me a text. Send a message. A friend of mine fucking called me out of the blue. I don't know. It's like a few months ago, but I was like, what the fuck are you doing calling me? Like don't. It's violent. Do not call. We're in World Cup season. So this shit just I loved this. Just 3:30 in the morning, Australians are going butt wild, fucking crazy over the team qualifying for the next round. So love to see it. Fucking love this sport because of things like this, right? There's this great content creator, Joe Alcaron, who makes this fucking content that I just love, and it's he basically takes songs that are like iconic to us, and he just calls it out for what it is, and that is that we will dance and party to the most fucked up shit. And he has a whole thread full of these ones, and maybe I'll do a bunch. So that's how it goes, right? All kinds of fucked up shit, and then let's dance. Sometimes football is cruel. It's very, very cruel. She can be a bitch. But sometimes it just does the right thing too. It works out. So Leo got slapped in the face, but the goalie was going for the ball. There was no intent. There was barely a graze, and it wasn't called a penalty when it was done. But then the VAR came in and they called it a penalty after the fact, and it just didn't seem fair, man. Like, there was another call like that earlier in the week too, where the defender was falling and he was bracing his fall with his arm behind his back, and when he fell, the ball touched his hand. He didn't touch the ball. He wasn't going for the ball. His hand wasn't in a place where he could have avoided the ball. He was falling, but the ball touched his hand even though his hand was behind his back. And we got overruled in the VAR, and it sucks. Like, those are silly penalties, and it's like, following the book for the sake of the book. But anyways, here's Leo, who I love. There's no GOAT debate. It's a weird thing, right? Maradona, had he not been a cokehead, glutton, and had the technology that these guys have available to them, would have ran circles around all these people. But Leo, of course, is one of the greatest. So, I love him. I respect him. But here's like I said here, the universe immediately writing the ref's wrong decision, because Leo did not convert. And then this. And then this is bullshit here. Poland. One of my best friends in the world is Polish, but Poland did not deserve to qualify to the next round. It's absolute horseshit. And they qualified because the other team didn't have enough points, but it was a shitty game and they lost, and they did not deserve to go on to the next round. Dude, this strike was out of control.
It's Chavez! Oh my word! Oh my word! Amazing!
One of the best strikes of the tournament, I think. That Brazilian goal, though, that first game, right through the shoulder. Oh, it was delicious. But this Mexico kick is fucking ridiculous too. And I talked about this yesterday. Heartbreaking, right? The Mexicans won and the Tunisians won, but because the other teams also won, they didn't matter that on the day they won and they beat great teams. It wasn't enough. Couldn't do it. So, sorry to all the teams that get to go home, on wins especially. Did it happen today? No, it did not happen today. Today was a good day. The Japanese beat the Spanish, and the Germans are out of the cup. 2 World Cups in a row. Amazing.
Mr. McKinney, Guess making a big run. It's meant for him. Test is stuck in behind. Guess in the middle. Pull it down.
I have a special disdain for the American soccer fan. First of all, how many of the people in this crowd would be complaining about players taking a knee because they're disrespecting the flag, but are wearing fucking flag onesies? So, anyways, don't get me started on that shit. But also, nobody gives a like. Who really gives a fuck about soccer in America? This is just, yeah, frat boys with the reason to get drunk at fucking 7 a.m. Anyways. Oh, what the fuck is up with this crypto collapse, right? And this motherfucker. My cousin's way into this shit, and he can talk about it more at length than I ever could. But yeah, just be careful who you fucking invest your money with. A lot of people are a lot more broke today because of that motherfucker. So watch yourselves. And then this shit, I don't know if you can see clearly, but it says on the resolution to vote for paid sick leave for rail workers, Democrats 218. Don't get it twisted. Democrats do a lot of stupid shit too. So this isn't left versus right, Democrat and Republican. This is fucking decent human beings, which is pieces of shit who are controlled by corporate interests, right? Democrats 218 yay, Republicans 3 yay, 207 nays. So the party of the working class shows you again who the fuck they really work for. This shit. I'm just gonna listen.
Mientras tú me ignoras, el carnicero me muestra el chorizo.
And then this dude, the dad, fucking did him dirty. As soon as the dad said, like Ronaldo, I knew exactly what was coming to this kid.
Do you want it?
Like Ronaldo's.
So you want it like Ronaldo's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seed! 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 Show me it! Show me it!
Dickhead.
Show me it! Seed, there's only one Ronaldo! And how do you want it?
I knew exactly how he was gonna get fucking done. And sure enough, little boy fucked around and found out. Charlie Munger, who you all may know is Warren Buffett's BFF, bestie, and life partner, is also a hobbyist architect. Tries to make fucking like the most horrific dorm buildings in America. Look it up if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, Charlie Munger is agreeing that envy drives the world and not greed.
All the huge progress that has come. People are less happy about the state of affairs than they were when things were way tougher. And that has a very simple explanation. The world is not driven by greed, it's driven by envy. And so the fact that everybody's 5 times better off than they used to be, they take it for granted. All they think about is somebody else has having more now, and it's not fair that he should have it and they don't.
So can you believe this shit? This fucking, I don't know what the fuck. What do you call a centenarian? However the fuck old Charlie Munger is, and who's also a fucking one of the richest human beings on the fucking planet of all time, is calling out envy, but is probably both an envious person himself and sure as fuck is a greedy person. Just shut the fuck up, Charlie. Just shut the fuck up. Some of us are trying to get through the fucking day. Fucking putting shit on the internet, posting shit on YouTube, trying to make a fucking dollar out of 15 cents. And you can just shut the fuck up with your billions. Just go enjoy them. Go buy a fucking yacht. Buy a pile of fucking Tony Montana sized mountain of fucking yayo. And just fuck right off, Charlie. And this shit cracked me up. Because this was legitimately my uncle. Anytime football was, any World Cup, my entire childhood was, I could have went pro. I love my uncle, but this shit cracked me up because it's all of it hits. So, anyway, shout out to Dionisio, you fucking man, bro. I love you, and yeah, man, You're, I have so many words for you. But thanks for always being there for me. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a minute right here. Sorry, I need a marker so that I know when to start. I'm gonna take a minute. So, my uncle was really there for me a lot when I was a kid, and taught me a lot of lessons and made me laugh a lot and made me feel safe a lot when I didn't otherwise feel safe, and was an amazing father figure when I had wanted more from my own dad. His brother was there, his brother, stepped up. All of us, right? Deeply flawed people, everyone, all of us, all of you. But despite all of his flaws and all of his whatever, he was a real one. He is a real one, and I love him, and thank you for everything. So, but that, just going back right to it, there's so many videos coming out of Qatar of Mexicans fucking around with people from the Gulf, and this is one of them. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let you listen.
Okay, it's Arabia Saudita la tiene bien chiquita, okay? We're gonna do it again. Prepare. Arabia Saudita la tiene bien chiquita. 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 Arabia Saudita la tiene bien chiquita.
We can't fuck. We won't stop. We can't stop. We won't stop. So this shit. Look more into it. I haven't, so I'm not gonna talk too much shit about it. But SBF apparently gave both politicians of both parties a lot of fucking money. So that's why he's still not arrested, even though he's lost billions of dollars. And the news media apparently isn't doing a whole lot about it, other than the New York Times wrote a really fucking gentle piece about this motherfucker. So it's all shitty. And then they're all in bed with each other, and there's no left and there's no right. There's fucking rich people, and then there's the rest of us. There's rich and powerful people of both fucking sides, of the same fucking cloth, same fucking ilk, who will fucking throw you and me under the fucking bus any fucking day. And then there's the rest of us. So don't get it twisted. It's not left or right. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's fucking powerful, wealthy elites and the rest of us. Here's some more shit that I love from Morocco. So happy for Marruecos. I can't wait to visit and fucking experience Africa. So really happy for the African countries that made it through. I hope Ghana makes it through. By the time I post this, maybe they have already made it through, but I have several friends in Ghana, and I'm thinking about them. I think the World Cup is so fucking special because I know people from all over the world, and it's so easy to root for every team. I was so happy for the Japanese today. I was heartbroken for the Costa Ricans. I fucking, of course, love Portugal. I love Argentina. Brazil was my first fucking team that I ever supported. I know people from Ghana, South Africa, fucking Senegal, Egypt, just all over. And I'm so fucking happy for everybody that's enjoying the tournament. This one, so this video has no fucking rhyme or reason. We're just fucking riffing. We're just going through the memes. So this one here, this is 100% me. This is the most banger of Christmas bangers.
Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Con mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Si me ven, si me...
Banger of Christmas bangers, and I can't get enough. Took the boys out for B-dubs, and I was trying to get my little man to try the mango habanero, and I said, you know, a long time ago I gave your brother $1 to try mango habanero. It's your turn now, because now his older brother orders mango habanero and shit. So this man straight looked at me without missing a beat, and he's like, it's gonna have to be a lot more than that, Dad. Inflation's gotten up a lot. So I think I had to pony up a couple bucks for him to try the mango habanero, and it didn't even hit him. Like, he wasn't even like bothered, phased by it. So anyways, we have a good time. And then this shit, is this in or is it out? What the fuck is this? Like, what is up with this? I think it's in. Like, all of the ball is not out. The whole ball is not out. Like, even if it's just a fucking whisker. La pancita. La pancita. You know what I'm saying? La pancita was still in there. So, that's it. That's the fucking rant for the day. Stay tuned. See you, motherfuckers.